Good morning, fellow adventurers. It is just about 11 a.m. and I am leaving Sevilla, right up there amongst my favorite Spanish cities. Probably my favorite so far, although I don't know, it might be a tie with Barcelona. I am headed to Granada today and I am stopping by Cordoba on the way. So I have about almost 2 hours to drive to Cordoba, and then I will just walk around for a couple of hours because everyone said I should see Cordoba, but I just don't have time in my trip. It would just require unpacking and all this crazy nonsense. So I'm just gonna swing by, park the car for a couple of hours, and then continue on to Granada. I have rented a room at a 5-star hotel for 3 nights, so I'm really excited to check that out. I've also already booked my tickets for Alhambra, as well as a free walking tour, and you know, I'm still having tire pressure problems. Oh, went off. I've refilled the tire now twice, and I know that it's got a really slow leak, but luckily it's just a slow leak, so I'm just refilling it as I go rather than having to deal with changing the tire or figuring out how to get a patch. Stick with me today for a quick tour of Cordoba and then a tour of the hotel once I arrive in Granada. This is the main strip where I parked my car there on the left side of the road, and it ended up working out pretty well. Nobody broke in. It was free parking while I was here in Sevilla, which I have to say I was pretty excited about. I saved about 48 euros parking. Here we go. Lunch in Cordoba and dinner in Granada. Her lips are devil red and her skin's the color of mocha. She will wear you out. Living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. She's living la vida loca. Well, that's a pretty cool bridge. I am only 15 minutes out from Cordoba. Okay, so I've made it to Cordoba, but I really need to find a place to park. Holy cow, it only took about 20 minutes of driving around town to find parking. I was gonna park in a garage, but I only saw one garage off the street and it was kind of far away from downtown, so I thought I'd try to get closer, but I finally found street parking, and I actually think I found free street parking. No idea how far I am from the town square. I drove around quite a bit and I didn't see anything overly exciting. So I'm gonna do some Googling and see if I can find a good restaurant to have lunch in and if there's anything exciting to see here. I know literally nothing about this town. Here we go. Now I think we're getting toward the more historic section of town. So I found my way to Cordoba's Catedral. And it looks like some nice views up here. You can see again the Islamic influence in the design. And there, over here is Raphael's Archangel. Wow, okay, so I take back what I said about this town. It is beautiful here in the historic section. There's a lovely view out here on the bridge. Okay, I've been getting distracted by architecture and history and I'm really hungry. So, time to find that restaurant and then I gotta make it over to Granada. Okay, found this cute little spot called Joyeria. I'm looking forward to having some tostas for lunch. Bon appetit. This looks amazing. That lunch was delicious. This place is called Mesquita, and it is a mosque and cathedral here in Cordoba. It's supposed to be beautiful inside, but I don't know how much it is to get in or what the effort is to go in. So It's actually free to just walk inside the walls. They look like they've got a lot of construction going on, but I love these kind of trees. Very pretty garden in here. It's all stones on the ground, but with a lot of moss and grass growing up between them. It's very pretty. I don't think I'm going to go inside. So that is actually the bell tower, which you can pay to go in. And then this behind me, the Catedral y Mosque, and I guess it's 10 euros to visit. And this is how they keep those trees looking so well groomed. Well done, sir. To visit the actual cathedral, you have to pay to get in, and yet you can't really get any closer, I don't think, than where I was. So I'm gonna just call it a day in Cordoba. It's a really cool little old town area here, but I've got a stay at a 5-star hotel booked in Granada, so I'm gonna hightail it back to the car and make the rest of the drive. I got probably another 2 hours before I get there. There are so many beautiful things to see. I may never make it back to the car. The GPS on my phone isn't really working right now, so I've just generally headed in the direction of my car, and I came upon this Alcázar of Cordoba de los Reyes Cristianos. Okay, so that was a nice little taste of Cordoba. I stopped at the grocery store and restocked. I got some crackers. These taste a lot like those butter crackers you buy in the US, and they're pretty delicious. And some more water. This is the first leg of this journey. It has been nice enough to drive with the windows down, which is awesome. And I filled up the tires when I first left on the way here, and they are actually all the same at the moment. That is a first for this trip, so it's gonna be a good ride. So you see all of the trees out here by the side of the road, and if you look out, it's a lot of the same trees in farms all around. They are olive trees. So I've decided to take a little bit of a detour because I think I already drove this road on the way here, and I kind of want to see some other parts of the country. And I thought maybe this might get me off the highway, but we shall see. Still a highway, but I'm down amid the hills instead of above them right now. So this is what I was talking about. It's more like a little 2-lane road through the country. The beginnings of new olive trees. And out the other side, the mountains. And out the front, a line of cars trying to pass a semi-truck. My memory card on my camera ran out of space just now, and I'm not to Granada yet, and I just think these snow-capped mountains are so pretty, so I wanted to record them. But I really can't get over just how beautiful the Spanish countryside is. I turned off the radio to just enjoy the view while I drive. It's breathtaking. Okay, I'm just a couple of minutes away. My hotel is called Palacio Los Patos, which is basically the duck palace. Question. I think I just park right here. Okay, so I think I've made it to my hotel. Let's go in and take a look. Hola. The Palacio de los Patos, which is the Palace of the Ducks. It's actually named because of the fountain in the front of the hotel, which is 2 swans, not 2 ducks. So I'm still not sure exactly why they named it Los Patos, but it's a beautiful hotel. It's the first 5-star hotel I've stayed in, and I had kind of a crappy experience at my Airbnb in Sevilla, and I decided I really wanted to stay somewhere nice just for a few nights to relax. I'm gonna go get a massage later. And so here's a quick tour of the hotel for you. So the hotel is a new section and an old section. This is the old section and it's where I'm staying. And then they built an addition, basically a separate building. But this is the kind of lounge and lobby area. And you go up the main stairs in the old section. You can take an elevator in the corner down to the basement level to walk over to the new building, which has the restaurant and the spa in it. And this is my habitación. You walk in through a nice hallway. Full-length mirror, which I always appreciate. Closet. Bathroom, a very cool decorative mirror, sports style shower, it doesn't have a curtain or a full door, and of course the bedroom. And so this hotel is shaped like an H, so there are windows on all three sides, three walls. And the view is not spectacular or anything because we're only one floor up. But I do really love the style of windows that they have in a lot of these old buildings because they have these panels that you can close. And then the window itself opens for more light. And then you can also just completely open the window to get some air as well. So that's all there is to it. It's a pretty small hotel, but it's really nice and it makes me feel so comfortable after having such a crappy experience in the last Airbnb. I get to relax here. I don't have to feel concerned about anybody coming into my room. Somebody makes my bed and cleans every day. So it was nice to take this break on my road trip around Spain. And now I'm taking off my shoes because it is time for my siesta and then time to do some work while the East Coast of the US wakes up and gets into the office. So catch you guys later.